Hello everyone, this is another video without doing a box instead. The seller I usually buy my boxes from, whenever they ship out a box, they'll send me, I believe it's a random pack most of the time if it doesn't have a promotional pack, and then they'll also send me a bunch of stickers. I've done 3 orders so far, so I've gotten one of these nice foil stickers in every pack. They'll usually send 1 or 2 of these little smaller stickers, which I really love. And then they send me a couple stickers of advertising their site. The site is Waifuwu. Figured I'd just let other people know, because I've been liking this site. I found it from another person who does unboxing videos like this, which is where I really got the idea from and how I discovered these cards. He'll also sometimes send some loose cards, like this Lumine right here from Genshin, I think, and Arkelion, and I'm not sure who this one is or where she's from. But I figured on this one I will go over and crack open some of these looser packs that I have not interacted with yet, and see what kind of goodies I get. So I will start with this one, because I know this one is a box that I was actually looking at and trying to decide if I wanted to get it or not. And I figure, well, I have a loose pack of it, so I will judge the art and see if I like the cards out of it. And then I can determine if I really want to buy a box. So this is the LR. She's got nice foiling all around the body with that gold leaf, but I do not know her. On the back, it's just kind of generic with the labeling, so that doesn't really explain anything for me. And then this girl in what looks like a rather submissive pose. It's not a bad artwork. I did see some sample artwork for it, and it still had me undecided. So for the moment, I think I'll reserve judgment and just kind of think about that a little more. Alright, this one looks like the typical Goddess Story pack. I do like Goddess Story as a box for, like, intro so far. They have a lot of cards, a lot of neat stuff, although I don't see the big frog logo on there, so this might be not official. Oh, this is this pack. So I've opened up a box of this before. I believe I've got 1 or 2 copies of this character, and I think these are a little overfoiled, but I do like the thicker card. And then this is Mikasa from Attack on Titan. I don't think I got this exact card before, but I do have a few copies of her. And then this is the cards out of this pack. I really don't like these MSRs. It's got 2 characters, and I believe all of these characters are from Genshin or Honkai. I say that with more confidence because I can actively see, like, Venti and other characters that I've interacted with. But I don't really care for these. I don't know how good of these style cards are, but you got one in every pack of the box I got of it. So I didn't particularly care for that particular pack, and I don't think I'd buy that one again. Alright, and I have no idea on this pack. I do not recognize the art, so it must be either a new pack to me or one I wasn't paying much attention to. Alright, SSR of some lady checking herself out. Maybe she's a guy that got body swapped into a girl and she doesn't know what assets she has yet. I don't know. I don't recognize her. Probably a VTuber of sorts. That is possibly her name, but I cannot read that handwriting, that cursive. And then, and I apologize for the camera moving. I'm really bad about not bumping it. Yuyan Xian Zongxi? I'm really bad with American names. I can barely pronounce half the people I know, so I'm going to really butcher any foreign names like that. That was kind of a mediocre pack, so not a great representation of that set to me. And that's what I feel like the seller Waifuwu does with these is kind of lets you see what other packs would be like to make you want to buy more. And this one is already telling me I don't care for it. I do not dig this art style. I think this is supposed to be Ryza from the Atelier series. Based off the labeling, this is from the Private Girl pack. Although, this artwork is a lot better. A lot racier. Moe Niang Story. It's another one of those like Chinese names. So probably another gacha character. So if this is just a higher rarity, that puts this pack a little bit better light to me. Because I definitely dig this art style in a lot more in comparison. So I would much rather have more of the lower rarities, funny enough, than I would of the higher rarities if I got more of that pack. Because that higher pack, that higher resolution style, just kind of screams overly AI to me. And I can tolerate some AI art, but after a certain point, it looks so bad that it's hard to really call it artwork. It just looks generic. And this one, I've got 2 packs of it, because I've got one from my last order that I never opened, and one from this order. And this pack is fighting me to open for some reason. These packs have always had like some pretty thick plastic, I've noticed, so it makes them a little bit trickier to get out compared to, say, a Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Magic pack. Very nice. She looks like a Shrine Maiden of sorts, maybe. I don't see a name on there, and there is nothing else. And a puzzle piece card. Unfortunately, that is not a great selling card for the set. But I got 2 packs of it, so who knows? Maybe pack 2 will be better. Maybe I just got a really, really unlucky first pack. It's another unfamiliar character with some nice assets. And the main Genshin character, Lumine, I think I said her name was earlier. I don't really care for this art on this one. I don't think she's a bad character design-wise, but the artwork on this style of card is just... I don't think I'd buy this box. I think I would only ever get these based off these single packs. Alright, and this is the last of the completely unknown packs. Alright. So, all the blonde-hair girls always look very generic to me. My gut is trying to scream Marissa from Toho Project. But she doesn't have the braid, she doesn't have the usual ribbon. The identifying factors of it is the long hair that's blonde and the fact that she has a hat on. But this could be any other character, so maybe there's something on the back. Quiet Time. With a bunch of Chinese characters. I think I just ordered a box of this, so I guess I will get more cards like this. I like the look of this card. It doesn't look that bad, but I think it might be AI art, because looking at the fingers on that hand, they look a little weird. And the resolution for it is that level where it starts screaming AI art to me. But I'll have to do a little bit more research. And then this character, I have no idea. There's a very nice looking character with some nice foiling on it, but she could just be any generic anime girl. And for all I know, a lot of these packs might just be make a generic anime girl with these particular attributes, and then they're selling the cards. I really don't know. The packs are cheap, so I don't mind it as much. Alright, and this is a proper Goddess story pack. Sorry about the camera bump. And you can tell that by this little frog logo up in the top corner. These are all the official ones. These are very steady packs. There's always generically good cards in them. I find it hard to argue that these packs are bad. I believe I have dupes of this character already, so this is probably a pack I've opened a few times. I definitely have this particular character. She is from Kaguya-sama Love is War. She's the assistant to Kaguya, maid, something along those lines. I think she was one of the more interesting characters, but this art is not the best in my opinion. Also from Kaguya-sama Love is War, the little sister of the male love interest. I cannot remember names, so I don't remember hers. But, I mean, she's alright. I believe I have a lot of dupes of her. I do not know this character, but I'm going to guess Love Live, because this series seems to have a rather intense love for using Love Live characters. And the nice thing about these is you can usually see, oh, Redive. So, Princess Connect Redive, I believe then. It's been a while since I watched the anime, so I guess I could be wrong. And just to go over the other ones real quick. So this was the Kaguya-sama Love is War. They have these stats on here. I don't believe this has any actual card game behind it. I think these are like Moe-ness, smarts, things like that. And they're just kind of ranking what they believe this character has. Something featuring an anime, something else. I can't read the Chinese characters on these, but these are cool. They give you stats on the specific characters in case you want to look up more, and you can always use your phone's like translate function to get more information. And this is the SSR. I do believe I did not pull this. I'll have to double check my actual collection, but this is a pretty nice angelic looking card with some, looks like crow in the foreground on that foiling. So not bad. I just don't know who she's from. And the back doesn't have any hints, unfortunately, so I'll have to look up the set list or Google Translate it later. Alright, and this pack I've been holding on for a minute. I see the 10 won symbol at the top, and from my understanding, these are one of the higher priced packs. So that, I believe that's supposed to be a 10 won pack, meaning it's high premium pack. Also from the Goddess Story set. So hopefully I get some good stuff. And a Gargura off the bat. I do dig that. Maybe I'll start seeing if I can look into Gargura content, since she seems to be so popular. And from Bocchi the Rock, the drunk guitarist buddy of Bocchi. That's definitely a nice pull. Bocchi was a great anime, and I hope it does get a season 2, even if I'm not sure if there's the content available for it. Alright, and I do not remember her name, but she is the main love interest from Love, Chunibyo, and Other Delusions. I am a fan of Chunibyo characters in general, and she's just kind of adorable, so that's a nice pull. And is this card upside down? Oh, this is a plastic card. And that makes this one pack worth it. I might go out of my way to find more of this pack. I am a huge Toho fan. It has been my most recent obsession as of the last 4-ish years, 2021. And Reimu is a wonderful character. She's not my favorite, just because she's generic pro tag. She's honestly not a great person most of the time. I'd much rather prefer like an Alice or a Flandre, personally, or even an Oku, but I haven't seen anybody talk about cards like Oku yet. But the nice clear plastic, I love these designs. Back in the day when Full Metal Alchemist had its own TCG, I got a bunch of free packs from somebody, and one of the cards in it was the level 4 Edward Elric in full clear plastic. and I still own that card to this day. And it's honestly one of my all-time favorite pulls, so that'll go in my binder at some point soon. And then the last SSR is a generic blue hair chick. Blue hair seems to be a very popular color for characters, and it's from presumably that same anime from earlier where I didn't recognize the character. So whatever it is, I've never seen that series. Alright, but that is the video. Hopefully I will be getting a bunch more of these packs. I'll probably save up a bunch of packs and do videos like these on those, including any promo packs for boxes, since then I can just group them all together and show off any stickers I get from Waifuwu. But that is it for this time. I will see you all next time.